This tutorial is aimed at demonstrating how we can rename percentages as decimals, and you'll notice by looking at these percentages that they are all decimal percentages. Now, I've already done a tutorial on whole numbers, whole number percentages and being renamed as decimals. You'll find that the process is very, very similar. So, first thing we want to do is just recall, of course, that percentage means per cent 100. Or out of 100. And if you remember that, it kind of helps a lot with understanding the process here, because I'm going to convert, first of all, 72.98% into a fractional form. So it looks like this, 72.98 out of 100, which is what percent means, out of 100. Okay, now I'm nearly finished. What this means is 72.98 divided by 100, because this fraction bar means divided. So I'm going to divide 72.98 by 100, and it's super easy. We have a decimal point right here, and when we divide by multiples of 10, so what I mean by that is like 10, 100, 1,000, and so on, we just move the decimal point. And when we move the decimal point, when we divide, we move the decimal point to the left, because that will end up making the original number smaller in terms of face value and total value. So how many place values will we move the decimal point depends on how many zeros there are in the denominator, as long as it's a multiple of 10, right? So in this case, there are 2 zeros. So I'm going to move the decimal point 2 place values. 1, 2. So the final answer here becomes 7298. Now because, and there's a point here, that's the decimal point, and because there is no digit in the units place, we should put in a 0 to hold its place, and this becomes the final answer. Okay, I'll do the next one. Again, we convert it to a fractional form, so 285.3. It'll go over 100 because it's out of 100, because it's percent. Okay, so remember, I'm going to be moving the decimal point this way because we are dividing 285.3 divided by 100. So the decimal point we're going to move to the left. How many spaces, how many place values will we jump? 1, 2. 2 zeros, 2 spaces. 1, 2. And so the answer becomes 2.853. And we'll do the same approach for the last one. 1.4 over 100 because percent. Remember the decimal point I should say, is going to be moved to the left. Let's find out how many places, how many place values. It will go 1, 2. So let's do that. 1, 2. Decimal point goes there. There's a digit missing from here, so we'll fill it up with a 0. So 1.4% renamed as a decimal looks like this, 0.014, and because there's no digit in the units column, we'll fill it with a 0 to hold the place. And there you go, complete and correct.